I'll welcome you guys back to my next video. And now I want to show you guys very quickly that if you want to go through life, you have to go through life healthy. You have to make sure that every single day you're doing something productive every single day, and making sure that no matter what, that you're boosting up your communicational skills by reaching out to people, and making sure that no matter what, that you have a business going. So when you have a business going, you must make sure that your communicational skills are getting better and you must go and dwell upon a better life. So it's much more how it is. So every single day I'm understanding, you guys can see my new hair style. So I'm understanding straight away I have some clips in my hair. And what I want to show you guys is every single day look for something to do. And make sure every single day you're pronouncing yourself much better and looking at a greater picture in life. So make sure every single day you're doing new videos and making sure that no matter what, that you're learning very quickly about, in terms of you're learning very quickly about overcoming challenges and making sure that you're reaching out to people to solve your problems. So make sure you can read as much as possible every single day, and make sure that you're producing something at least. So make sure you understand that. For myself, for example, I've been really investing my time into music production these days, and I've been doing some life coaching as well. So what's important for me is to develop my talent in something. So I have to watch videos, I have to read from other people, I have to consume content, I have to make sure every single day I show up in a video for YouTube, and I need to go and prosper, I need to go and deliver content, I need to put my whole weeks ahead and my whole life into 1 hour video every single day, and I have to go and focus upon a better life for myself. So the whole point of life is to make sure that you're prospering and growing yourself, and making sure that making sure that you're helping people to grow. So how do you help people to grow? I mean, you have to understand straight away communicational skills is the best way to help people grow, but it's really about growing yourself. And now this video is about growing myself personally. And why is that? Because every single time I show up in a video to do something and to do some work, and to make sure that no matter what, that I'm doing something for nothing, and I'm always developing my communicational skills one way or another, is very important to me, to make sure that no matter what, that I'm growing myself and that I'm very nice and beautiful every single day. So every single day, make sure that you have a nice and beautiful attitude in front of the camera and making sure that you're learning very quickly about life. So for myself, at least, I'm understanding at most I do the best I can every single day, and I'm making sure that you guys have an experience with you every single day to go and treasure yourself, to find peace and clarity, and making sure that you're developing a nice and beautiful strategy. So what I do is I use the Gaya Mudra, and this is the Gaya Mudra. So it's just for a peaceful technique to help myself to grow, and I'm learning very quickly about life. So make sure that no matter what, that as you're growing yourself, that you're looking forward to life, and that you're growing yourself, and that you're a non-smoker, and that you never drink alcohol, and understand to never do drugs. I mean, understand. So that's how you move forward and follow Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ never eats meat, and never eats fish, and never ever eats wine, and never drinks wine, and never drinks alcohol, and never masturbates. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you can delay gratification as much as possible, because that's what Jesus Christ does. And make sure you never drink caffeine either. I mean, in a sense, because caffeine keeps you up all night, and it's much better to go sleep early at night time than it is to stay up all night. So every single day, I'm learning very quickly about understanding to pronounce myself much better, and I'm learning to do my synonyms and antonyms every single day as much as I can, because the more I do synonyms and antonyms, the better I get. So it's much more, I need to go and develop my Serbian skills, and I need to develop who I am as a person. So to do that, I need to do much more videos, I have to do much more audios, I have to make sure that every single day I'm helping people as much as I can. So I'm developing. I have to develop, I have to go and grow myself differently. I have to make sure every single day I'm doing something nice and beautiful for myself. But for myself, mostly now, I'm never in the nightlife. I'm never doing nightlife much anymore. I'm not going to nightclubs. I'm not going nightlife anywhere, because during the night there's nothing to do during the night outside of your house. So make sure you understand straight away that there are a lot of lunatics going around and drug addicts, and guess what happens? I mean, you don't want to get yourself in trouble with them, and you want to stay away from them as much as possible. So stay away from people. And if you stay away from people, then guess what happens? You have more time to be alone, And when you find yourself alone, then guess what? You can do your passions and you can relax and you can enjoy. I mean, look at me. I mean, you can see the silence. I have a peaceful life. I'm not in prison. I'm luckily not in prison because I could have went to prison a few times because I drink and drove. I drank and drove alcohol. I drank and drove with alcohol and stuff like that, with drugs and stuff. I was taking drugs and driving. I mean, so stupid. But that's when I was a teenager, and now I'm 29 and I'm a man. I mean, I'm growing myself and I'm developing my strategies to grow every single day. I'm looking for a nice and beautiful technique to give you in terms of ideas, and I'm looking for better ways to improve my life. So that's what you guys need to do, and you need to grow yourself differently every single day. I just had to pause the video to just clear my throat. So every single day I'm understanding that my voice is getting deeper now, and I'm learning very quickly about planning my life on a video camera and making sure that you understand that you have to plan your life, and you have to plan every single day about your life and what you're going to do about life and how you're going to go about life. So life happens, but make sure you take it one step at a time, and make sure every single day you must understand that I shop every single day. I go to shop every single day to buy food. And now I never buy food, I invest in food. And I invest my money wisely into aspects of life that is much better. And I'm making sure you understand straight away that I'm a non-smoker. And I'm learning very quickly about understanding I never drink alcohol. And I stay away from Red Bull, I stay away from caffeine as much as I can. And I make sure that no matter what I do every single day, that I'm learning very quickly about helping you guys grow. So every single day, focus on doing as much in terms of doing as much videos as possible and learning how to pronounce yourself much better and making sure that you're growing yourself to the best ability that you can. So every single day, do as much as you can and study. I mean, study something and just keep reading and keep reading and keep reading, and just every single day read something. And if you have a lot of alone time, I'm pretty sure if you have a lot of alone time in your life, then go and really do your passions and start really crafting a skill and start doing that skill much more often. And for me, it's music production and it's life coaching. So I'm very lucky, and I'm very lucky to be able to grow myself in this occasion, and making sure that no matter what, that as I grow myself, I'm looking for better ways to think. I'm looking for better ways to deal with life. I'm looking for a persona that I can look up to every single day. So that's Jesus Christ for me. And I'm understanding that no matter what happens around the world, that you're always going to be, let's say, ahead of time. So make sure you have mentors, and make sure you have somebody in your life that you are role modeling, and make sure that's Jesus Christ in your life. And just come back to the word I when you speak, so you understand straight away that you have to be positive, and you have to understand straight away that as I grow myself differently, I'm always looking for new ideas. I'm making sure that you guys have the best time with me in the video. So make sure you look at my video over here and summarize everything into a one sentence about what you've learned about the video. In every single video that I make, I'm making sure I'm pronouncing myself much better, and I'm looking to help myself start with the word I, because guys, you have to understand the word I is who you are. The word I for insect. So you must understand straight away that is who you are. I mean, are you a cat? Are you a dog? I mean, what type of letter are you in the world? Unfortunately, it has to be the word I. I'm I. I'm just the word I. I mean, in a sense, so what type of word are you in the planet? Are you a shark? Are you a cow? I mean, what are you? I'm just the word I. I'm I. I'm I. I love you. I use the word I as much as I can in my language. So you must understand I'm the word I in the dictionary. I understand that Jesus Christ starts the Ten Commandments with thy, in terms of THY, means I. So I is another word for thy. So when Jesus Christ gave the Ten Commandments to God, he said, thy, never kill mother and father. And he means himself. He means himself, that he never kills his mother and father. I mean, understand? So you must understand that he says, thou shalt never steal. So he says for himself that he never steals. So you can choose to grow with Jesus Christ or not. But I'm understanding straight away that you have Clubhouse today as well. And Clubhouse is a program where you can go on an application in your phone. Clubhouse is called, in terms of it's called Clubhouse. and you go on Clubhouse and you meet new people, and they talk and talk and talk while you listen. And now it's much better to be a listener than a talker. I mean, why is that? Because when you're a listener, you never have to be a speaker. And if you speak, then you never listen. Firstly, you're never listening when you're speaking. I mean, understand? So what you need to realize is it's a two-way street. So you need to speak, and sometimes you need to listen. But sometimes when you enter Clubhouse, people are already speaking, and they all want turns. Actually, everybody wants to speak in there. So what I do is I just lay back, and I just listen. So in life, I listen. I'm a student of everybody. I'm a student of everybody. I'm a student of yours. So if you have anything to teach me in life, I want to learn from you. I mean, I don't care if you're 2 years of age, 1 year of age, or just born today. I want to learn from you. I want to learn something about you. I want to learn your story. I want to be around your story because your story can teach me something. So that's how the attitude is. And now that's how I want your attitude to be. I want your attitude to be pronouncing yourself nice and equal with everybody, and making sure that you're humble. And just because you're much more famous than another person doesn't make you better. I mean, you understand? I promise you, everybody's equal. So make sure you understand that, yes, you have to do better things in life, and you have to understand straight away to grow yourself the best way you can. But I enjoy being on YouTube, and I have my whole life on YouTube. So all my nice and beautiful videos are tagged with my Mega Drive link, guys. So make sure you check it out. I mean, check out the Mega Drive link in the description below this video. And why is that? I promise you, because I show my whole life in my Mega Drive. And it's my online storage where you can find everything about me. So if you want to ever study me, then guess what? I promise you, just open up my Mega Drive and just look through all the folders. And just go and see what I've done in my life. And that's just if you want to study me. But there's a lot of videos I've been doing. And because I've been doing all these videos, I've been pronouncing myself better. And I've been doing a great job for myself. So that's what you guys need to do as well. And you guys need to go out there in life and do the best you can. And that's all I'm asking for you to do. I mean, every single day, that no matter what I do, I'm always doing the best job I can. I'm trying to do the best videos as possible. I'm trying to make sure that I'm living life to the fullest. I'm trying to be in the middle of the camera. So you understand? And I have a grid line on my video right here. And I can see a grid line, and this nice and beautiful grid line tells me to stay in this correction over here, to be in the middle of the video. So every single day I'm understanding straight away that you have to learn new techniques, and you have to learn something new, and you have to always do a better job for yourself to grow. And you must understand straight away that when you're creating music, or when you're living life, or when you're doing something special in your life, that you're always much more confident, and that you're always delivering content, because content is queen and king. And you must understand straight away that as you grow yourself throughout life, people want to understand your story, and people want to understand you. So if you just show yourself much more, and just be able to pronounce yourself much better, and be able to go out there and do the best job always, I promise you, life's going to happen on your side. I promise you, life is going to be on your side when you're doing your best job. So every single day, make sure you understand that many people in the planet will never watch you. And that's okay. I promise you, that's okay. And that's good as well, that many people never watch you, because that's just the way it is. But you must understand that those people who do watch you are your true fans. I mean, understand? So every single day, you must understand that if you put all your content on YouTube, it's the best idea. Actually, it's the best idea to put your content on YouTube, and to keep going, and to keep doing something on YouTube every single day, and coaching people, life strategies, and just growing yourself and your legacy every single day, and doing the best job you can always is the best way to go about it. So no matter what I do every single day, I'm always looking to thrive. I'm always looking to dominate my life in a better way. I'm looking for better ways to deal with my life in different ways, and I'm making sure I'm talking as much as I can, so that I can help myself to grow. So that's the whole point. So for myself over here, I'm understanding straight away that words just come to me. And these words, I just reflect upon words, and words and words come up to me. And guess what? I give it out as much as I can. And I'm always rhythmic in what I say and do. And I'm always doing what I say as much as I can. So that's the whole point. And the whole point is making sure that you're beautiful inside and out. And making sure that every single day you're doing a great job for yourself and making sure that you use all the alliteration and similes and metaphors as you can in your videos, and doing as much poetry as you can is very helpful. So make sure you understand straight away to just document your life as much as possible, as Jim Rohn says. And Jim Rohn says document as much imagery as you can, and as much videos as you can, and as much audio programs as you can. I mean, do as many audios and videos of yourself as you can, and do as many PDF files or anything about you as you can. I mean, do it more often, because that's your passion, and your passion is you. I mean, your passion is your life. I mean, you're a passion of your own kind. So what you need to do is be more passionate. And when you're more passionate in life, then you can understand straight away that I make common sense in how I speak, because I've lived through life to some degree, and I've learned something along the way. So every single day I have something new to say, and that's the whole point of being a public speaker, and that's the whole point of leadership, is having something to say. So when you have something to say, then you're always pronouncing yourself in a better way, and you're making sure that you're looking at the camera when you talk. So I'm looking right at you right now, and making sure that you understand that these little skills make a difference. And what are the skills? I mean, the skills are the action taking that you do with knowledge. So every single day you have knowledge and you take action upon it. I mean, they're saying that's power. So knowledge is not power. I promise you, action with power in terms of knowledge is power. So make sure you understand that no matter what, the knowledge can be power if you execute it. I mean, in a sense, that executing is the power. So every single day you must understand that if you go and do a video, so I'm executing this video right now, so that's the power in this video. I'm powerful in this video because, first of all, you're watching me. I'm powerful when you're watching me. I'm powerful when you're not watching me. I'm powerful regardless, because I'm always developing myself and I'm always looking for better ways to do with life. So I have over 1,100 videos on YouTube right now. So it's been a while since I've been doing that. I mean, it's been 1 year. And 1 year, in terms of 1 year, I uploaded 1,100 videos. And I've only got 45 subscribers on YouTube. And now on my Instagram, I only have about 866 people who are following me. But only about 10 of them really follow me. I realized that of 866 people, only 10 people follow me really. I understand? Because they're always showing up into my stories on Instagram. So I'm trying to stay consistent as much as possible, but I'm posting weekly on my Instagram now. And why is that? Because I'm making time for other things. I have so many fashion photos that you can see straight away inside of my YouTube channel, that I have all these thumbnails of all my fashion photos, because I love to fashion myself and I love to be a fashion. I love to be the newest trend. I mean, in a sense, so I have to brand myself some way. So the whole point is learning, and learning how to talk, and learning how to ride a bike, and learning how to drive a car. I mean, learning how to speak. I mean, learning how to do everything is the point of life. So you must understand that if you want the point of life to be you, then you must understand to start with I first. I first. I mean, I first. I mean, learn to say I first. And you must understand straight away that every single day that when you say the words I first, I mean, say it, I first, and say I am first, and that's the whole point. I mean, the whole point is being first in your life. And now if you're first in your life, make sure God's with you when in that first position. So God's always first with me, and I'm always putting God first with myself. So you must understand that it's put yourself first. I understand. So make sure you understand that many people out there are never going to be there for you. I mean, they're never going to walk your steps, and they're never going to try and understand you as well. And there are some people that never like you. I mean, just because of your hair, or just because you have a car, or just because you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or just because you are looking a certain way, and they're jealous of you. So you must understand that everybody has haters. I have haters. I have people who hate me because of the way I am. I mean, and what's so wrong about me in this video? I promise you nothing. I promise you, they're just haters. And what can I do about haters? I let them be. I love haters. I love to have haters. And you must love to have life in your life. I mean, you must love to have haters as well. And you must understand straight away that life is making common sense. So make common sense in your life. And if you make common sense, so you be a common sense worker in your life, and make sure you be a healer. I mean, be one of those healers like Jesus Christ, and make sure you heal people with your communicational skills and with your talent, and doing something every single day to life coach people is the best way forward. So you must understand straight away that as I grow myself, I'm looking for better ideas. I'm making sure I'm high on life, and I'm making sure I'm doing the best job I can all the time to succeed and to thrive, and to make sure that I'm learning very quickly about life is the whole point. So every single day, make sure that you're always revising and doing revision in your life, and make sure that you're learning very quickly about everything. I mean, learn as much as possible, because today we have internet, and 30 years ago, there was no internet. For sure, there was no internet 30 years ago. I mean, just 14 years ago, there was no social media. And you must understand straight away that now, since we have social media, and since we have all this type of nice and beautiful phones, and we have technology, and we have all this nice and beautiful rising of things that's going on in our lives. I mean, everything's going uphill in price, and everything is going great in the world. And trust me, that 99.99% is positive. I mean, the world is 99.99% positive, and just 0.01% is negative. I mean, you understand? So you must understand that people who are negative in life need to grow up. I mean, they need to become mature. And to become mature, you have to stay away from drugs, and you have to stay away from people. And you must understand that if you want to become someone like a loner wolf like me, because I'm a loner wolf, I'm on my own, and I'm just a single child. I mean, you understand? I'm a child still. I'm still a child. I mean, understand? I mean, we are all God's children. I mean, understand? So make sure you understand that I'm still a baby. Even though I'm 29, I'm still a baby. I mean, when you see a nice and beautiful dog that's maybe 4 years of age, I mean, it's still a pup. I mean, it's still a pup. I mean, everything is still the way it is. And you must understand that if you're growing yourself, that you're becoming a brand name. And you must understand, Danny Milivojevic is who I am. But who I really am is the word I. I mean, understand, I just brand Danny Milivojevic. I understand straight away that my music production name is Danny Milivojevic. I mean, you understand? So every single day that as I grow myself, I'm looking to help myself grow. I'm looking to find freedom in what I say. I'm always developing myself in my communication. So I'm giving you the most skills I can every single day. And I'm making sure that no matter what, that you guys can find me now on my Mega Drive link. Inside every single YouTube video has a Mega Drive link, and I went through the whole videos of my nice beautiful YouTube section, and I've posted all the links to my Mega Drive so that you guys can find me in every single video, because I'm leaving my life into YouTube, and my life way past my life. And when I pass away in this lifetime, you must understand that everything is going to be on YouTube, and everything about my life is on YouTube, and that's the only application that I'm putting everything on. And now on Instagram, Instagram has the nice and beautiful photos, and it has all these links that you can go and check out, and it's all Mega Drive links, and it's also some of my Instagram links. But the true capacity and what's much better application than Instagram is YouTube. And now YouTube is a much better place to showcase all your life, and making sure that you're showing up for the occasion, and making sure that you're showing up for success is the number one option. So make sure you're every single day straightforward with your life, and looking every single day in the mirror, and loving yourself to the best of your ability, and trying to look better. So my eyebrows are the way they are because I use a nice and beautiful shaver, and I shave this part. I shave this part because sometimes hair grows right here, and I shave it. I shave it with a razor, and I go over the top of my eyebrows here. I shave here. I shave all the way here. So that's why my nice and beautiful eyebrows are looking the way it is, because every single day I'm shaving with a razor, trying to make it look nice and appropriate. But I have to go to do laser treatment on my eyebrows. You understand? So every single day you must understand that as I'm growing myself, I'm looking for a better way to deal with life, and making sure that as I grow myself, I'm looking for better ways to think. And that's the whole point. I mean, the whole point is making sure you have something to say, and that you're doing a great job for yourself in and out, and making sure every single day that you're becoming more spiritual in life. So become a vegan eventually, and make sure that you understand straight away that veganism now, I've been 3 years vegan, and it's been working out for me personally, and I understand food products much better. I understand what I eat, I understand what to eat, and I understand how to eat it, I understand how to cook. And you must understand that there was a time and place where I never knew how to cook, and I never didn't know how to do anything. I mean, understand? And you must understand straight away that life is improving always when you're doing more YouTube videos, and when you're doing much more talent in videos, and making sure that you're broadcasting yourself as much as you can, so you can understand straight away that you must be helping someone with your life. So this is me working the 9 to 5, and this is my work, and this is what I do, and this is exactly what I do. I mean, in a sense, so my whole life is just a life coaching video, and it's all about music production for me as well. So I'm luckily a music producer as well, so I have a double life. I have a double standard life where I understand one moment I'm making music, and that's all I'm doing, and then another life I'm doing nice and beautiful life coaching videos, and another life I'm reading something. I'm always developing myself. I'm either reading something from music production or something around world events and politics. So I'm reading about politics. I'm reading about everything. I have to stay curious about life. I mean, in a sense, so there are people that say to me, never be a politic. I mean, guess what? I mean, life is politics. I mean, in a sense, unfortunately, life is politics. I mean, life is everything. So you must be everything in life. I mean, be everything that you can. I mean, in a sense, so every single day, be as much as you can. I mean, in a sense, so I'm not a politic, but in a way I am a politic. But I never do politics. But I do politics. So life coaching is a politic way of life. I mean, in a sense, so this whole video is politics. I mean, in a sense, because every single day you must understand that politics means life. And you must understand straight away that if you're growing yourself in life and you're doing something nice and beautiful for yourself, that you understand to be much more than you are, and making sure every single day you're thriving to help people as much as possible is very important. So for myself, I'm never struggling in life. I'm making sure I'm doing as much content as I can, because what's important is developing my life and making sure I have much more to say, and making sure every single day I have much more ideas to give. So that's the whole point. And the whole point is life coaching in videos is much more for yourself to grow, and the whole point is growing other people and giving more ideas to become much more business oriented, and making sure that you have a nice and beautiful life of great legacy, and making sure you leave a great legacy behind. I mean, understand, because many people are not doing YouTube channels these days, so take advantage right now, and make sure you understand straight away that you must understand that when you have 10,000 videos on YouTube of yourself, I mean, you can always check it out. And 50 years time, probably in 50 years time, I'll be coming back to this video to check it out, to see how I was at 29. I mean, in a sense, so when I realize when I turn 100 years of age, I'm going to go through all my nice and beautiful YouTube videos, and I'm just going to go quickly, and I'm just going to check them out. I'm just going to check out everything that I've ever done. I'm just going to revise. I'm always revising every single day about my life. I'm always revising and doing revision about everything. I'm doing summaries. I'm making sure that I'm reading more books. I'm making sure every single day that I'm talking to more people as much as I can. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that sometimes I love to be alone. I love to be alone and not talk to anybody except myself. I understand sometimes I like to talk to other people, and sometimes I love to just be alone and in peace and quiet, just like this. And sometimes I just like to do music production alone without ever recording anything except recording the nice and beautiful software that I have, which is my music production. So what I do is, when I do music production these days, I'm making sure I have a zip file that you can open, and that's my whole process of how I've done the track. I mean, in a sense, so everything is in my YouTube account, and you must understand everything is inside of my Mega Drive in my YouTube. So go and check out all my music, and it's for free. And everything's for free in my life. I mean, every single day Jesus Christ gives you life for free, and Jesus Christ shows you the best way, and you must understand the best way is Jesus Christ. So every single day you must understand that if you're growing yourself, and if you're delivering content and making sure that you're becoming freedom in life, that you're helping people to become free, and you're helping people to make products. So make sure every single day you must understand that if you want to become a millionaire or billionaire, you have to sell something. And you have to sell yourself, and you have to sell your art form and what you do. And you have to make sure that you're making money on the side, and making sure that you're hustling, and making sure that you're doing something for nothing. So make sure you understand straight away that you're servicing people in some kind of way so you can make money, and make sure you understand straight away that is the best way forward. So make sure you understand that people have to work the 9 to 5, because guess what? They need a family of their own, and they want to make a family. So what they have to do is they have to work a 9 to 5 job to be able to provide for the family. And you must understand straight away that they need a family, so they need to work a 9 to 5. So make sure you understand that other people never want to work a 9 to 5. So they're happy to do just themselves, and they never want kids either. So make sure you understand, if you want kids, you need money. I mean, in a sense, the money comes from 9 to 5 jobs. But the millionaires will say that you never work 9 to 5, but you work for real estate. I mean, understand? But the thing is, you must understand that some millionaires say you have to work a 9 to 5. So what do you really have to do? I mean, what you have to do is take everything one step at a time, and 1 day at a time, and 1 hour at a time, and 1 minute at a time, and make sure you straighten out your life, and put out your goals, and make sure you have ideas to give people, and make sure you're building a legacy. So if you're not building a legacy today, then you're losing. And I'm the only one in my community that's actually growing myself much more than everybody else. And I'm the only one that really has much more greater legacy than all my friends from the past, because none of them have YouTube channels going. I mean, none of them have consistent YouTube videos, and they're really old-minded. I mean, they're saying, because the important thing is to remember that if you have more YouTube videos today, then you are somebody in life, because you are somebody. I mean, you have to understand that if you have 1 million videos on YouTube, that's the biggest success in the world. I mean, do you understand? So every single day you must understand that what's important is when you develop yourself in videos and you understand straight away that you upload much more content online and you're doing much more of a greater job for yourself, then YouTube videos is the way for you, because you have to understand straight away that you have to be someone of a great legacy. So YouTube is the best platform right now to post all of your content, because it goes onto Google Drive as well, and it goes into Google and it shows you everything that you need to do. So you must understand straight away that you need to be able to summarize and thrive upon something that you do. So how do you showcase your work? I mean, showcase it on social media and show people what you do. And that's it. Honestly, now many people are just going to watch you, and that's it. Honestly, if you have nothing to sell in terms of products, then guess what? Honestly, 9 to 5 is the way for you. I promise you. So if you want no kids, then guess what? You're going to have an easier lifestyle. I promise you're going to have an easier life with no kids. I promise you. So life gets harder the more kids you have. I mean, you understand? Unless you have more money. And now if you have more money, then you can have more kids. But if you have no money, then life gets really hard. So what you need to do is get more money to have more kids. Unless you're somebody that never wants to have kids, you still need money. I mean, you still need money, because you still cannot rely on the government, and you cannot rely on your mum and dad to give you money. So what you need to do is you need to grow up now, and you need to start really helping yourself to finance yourself. I mean, do you understand? But with a 9 to 5 job comes more responsibility. I mean, in a sense, so you work for a year, you save up some money, I mean, understand? And you save up some money, and you find yourself a husband or wife, and guess what? I mean, start having kids, because that's what everybody else is doing. But you never have to either, and that's the great option of life. You never have to have kids. I mean, I mean, Jesus Christ never has kids, but everybody is everybody's cousin in this life. I mean, everybody has a brother and a sister in this lifetime. Everybody's brothers and sisters in this lifetime. You are my brother and sister. I mean, you guys who are watching me, you guys are my family. I mean, we are all incest. I mean, it's all incest in this world. I mean, this world is all incest. So you must understand that what's important is that's just the way it is. I mean, in a sense, so every single day you must understand that Jesus Christ himself is never incest. I mean, Jesus Christ is the chosen one. I mean, in a sense, so you must understand that he came out of Virgin Mary. And that's a beautiful story. That, a virgin has a kid. I mean, how can a virgin have a kid? I mean, in a sense, so Mary never had sex with a man to have Jesus Christ. And that's the beautiful story of life, isn't it? That God is a miracle. And that miracles do happen in your life if you seek out God. And if you seek out Jesus Christ. And I understand when I speak about God, I speak about Jesus Christ. Because Jesus Christ is God. But in human format. I mean, understand? So you must idolize Jesus Christ. Because I understand Jesus Christ never kills anybody. I mean, Jesus Christ never murders people. Jesus Christ never steals. I mean, Jesus Christ never commits adultery. I mean, you understand? So follow the 10 Commandments of God is the #1 rule of life. And that's the only law. And it's never put upon you. It's just something that you can follow. You never have to follow it. I follow Jesus Christ. I follow the 10 Commandments of God. But you never have to. But I hope you do. I hope you are somebody that follows the 10 Commandments of God. Because that's the way of life. And that's the best way of life. So if you understand straight away to grow yourself in different ways, and how do I grow in different ways? I make sure I read something. I make sure I do music production. I make sure I do life coaching videos. I make sure I sometimes Netflix, I read the images of all the films only. And I never ever watch films via audio. I mean, I watch images of films. I just watch the images quickly. So every single day you must understand that if I can go to a seminar, I can go to a cinema and I can watch a film and just relax and sit in a theater and I can do that. But what's important is learning how to speak, and speaking is a skill. So if you understand straight away to teach people what you've learned, that's the best trademark of life, which is learning how to grow and making sure that you understand how to speak. So every single day you must understand that as I grow myself, I'm looking for better ways to do with life. I'm looking for better ways to grow. So if you want to help yourself to grow and you want to have a great art form in life, the communication skills is the way. And you must understand straight away that as I grow myself, I have to study. I have to make sure I sell my products. I have to make sure that I'm learning how to sell myself in front of people. So if you're learning how to grow and you're learning how to build a legacy online, and you're making sure that you keep consistent and making sure that you're doing as much work in the planet as possible, then guess what? I promise you, life's going to be on your side and life is going to happen for you. I mean, understand about never be one of those people who never has a YouTube channel. I mean, have a YouTube channel going and look at my YouTube channel and just go and idolize what I do. I mean, understand? I mean, go and check out what I do and make sure you understand straight away to go and do exactly as I'm doing. I mean, understand? So every single day that I'm looking forward to understanding more about whoever you are, and I'm making sure you must understand that if you guys ever cross my path, make sure you say hello and make sure every single day that you're growing. I mean, make sure you understand that no matter what, that life happens for a reason. So every single day I'm growing, I'm looking for better ways to deal with life. I'm making sure I'm scheduling my life much better. I'm doing a great job for myself in and out. I'm making sure as much as possible to be able to grow myself differently, and I'm making sure I'm helping myself along the way. So that's the way forward. I understand that every single day now I'm making sure that no matter what, that I always have more ideas to give. I'm doing basking performances here and there. I'm receiving right now a better life because I'm understanding straight away that if you have a better life, you have to receive it first in order to have it. And you must understand straight away you must give in order to receive. So make sure you understand that if you're giving more of yourself, then you're going to receive more of yourself. I mean, saying because every time you give something, you shall receive something in return for what you're given. So make sure you understand that the more videos you do and the more coaching you do and the more life coaching you do or music production or anything that you're talented about, the more you do it, the better you get. So you must understand straight away that everybody has to hustle in life and everybody needs some money. And that's just the way it is right now. I promise you, although in the future, I promise you gold and silver is going to come down to $0. I promise you it's going to be worth nothing. I promise you gold and silver is worth nothing in this lifetime. I promise you, God said, and Jesus Christ said, you should never own anything of this world. I mean, do you understand? So Jesus Christ says, never own gold, and never own silver, and never own Bitcoin. I mean, never own it. I mean, never own Bitcoin. I mean, never own anything in the crypto market. I mean, never own anything of cryptocurrency because you never need it. I promise you, Jesus Christ says, never own stock. I mean, there's stock. I mean, never own that stuff because it's never yours. Promise you, what is yours is something not of this world. I mean, Jesus Christ, promise you, if Jesus Christ was here today, promise you, Jesus Christ would never ever purchase anything in the Bitcoin market. I mean, first thing Jesus Christ will do is live coaching videos like this and post more content. And that's it. Promise you, Jesus Christ never cares about Bitcoin. I mean, I promise you now, Jesus Christ cares, but he never cares. I promise you, what Jesus Christ cares about is making sure that he never owns anything of this world. So I have a phone, but I never really own the phone. Or it's never my phone, really. For sure. Once I pass away, this phone's going to somebody else. I mean, I'm just using it right now. I'm just renting this phone right now. I'm just renting it. So there are other people like Robert Kiyosaki who rent out gold, and they have gold sitting in a vault. I mean, what's it doing? I mean, what's that gold doing for him? I mean, he has nowhere else to put the money, so he puts it in gold. I mean, Jesus Christ would never ever put money into gold. But Robert Kiyosaki does. But I never listened to Robert Kiyosaki in that format. But Robert Kiyosaki is one of my mentors. And now he owns Bitcoin and he owns silver and gold. But I never own anything of this world. I follow Jesus Christ because no matter what, you have to understand that one step at a time will get you there. I promise you you may have a question, what do you do if you have trillions of dollars in your pocket? I promise you, donate everything. I promise you, give everything that you have to everybody. I mean, share it around and give it for free. Because you shall never own what you have. I mean, it's that simple, isn't it? I promise you, people are holding tight to their money. I promise you, Grant Cardone has a lot of money. But how much is a lot of money, really? I promise you, he has $2 billion. But is that a lot of money? I promise you, no. I promise you, $2 billion is not a lot of money. I promise you, there are plenty of people who have $100 billion. I promise you, is $100 billion a lot of money? I promise you, no. I promise you, no amount of money in the world is a lot of money. I mean, in a sense. But look at Grant Cardone. I mean, he has $2 billion on net worth, and he only gives it for himself. I promise you, that money just goes to himself. But anything he does charities, and that charity events, I mean, he may have a 10x Growth Con or this big event, and he may put it to charity. But that's the money that other people gave him. But out of his own pocket, he gives nothing out of his pocket. I mean, understand? I mean, he never gives anything out of his pocket to charity. But he gives charity money from what he makes on top. I mean, that's the difference. But Jesus Christ tells you, if you are somebody who has $2 billion in your pocket right now, give it all away to somebody. And start from scratch again. I mean, start from broke. Because money has no value. Actually, money has no value. I mean, how can money have value? Because people put money to have value. Actually, they said the chicken's $9. And they say the fried chips is $6. I mean, that's what they say. I mean, they're putting value on money. Actually, they're putting value on money. But money has no value. Actually, how about taxes, Danny? I mean, taxes. I mean, we all have to pay taxes. I mean, yes, you must give everything that you have. Just as Jesus Christ had to give tax money too. I mean, you understand? But Jesus Christ said to the disciple, go and fish over there. And go and throw in your rod and catch a fish. And that fish will have a gold coin inside of its mouth. So the disciple went to the nice and beautiful beach. And he was fishing. And he caught a fish. And that fish had a gold coin in its mouth. And he gave that for tax. I mean, understand? I mean, that's a miracle. I mean, understand? So make sure you understand that what's important is understanding this. That money has no value. But people work for money. So they work for no value. I mean, money is going down in value always. And so is Bitcoin. And Bitcoin right now, by everybody's appearance, by everybody is apparently saying that Bitcoin's going up. And Bitcoin seems to be going up. And it's actually on $60,000 right now. And it was on $1 before. So you must understand that Bitcoin has risen. And apparently Bitcoin has risen a lot. But how much is a lot? Apparently, by not much. But the thing is, if you had $1,000 worth of Bitcoin back then, apparently 1,000 times 60,000 is around $6 million. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that what's important is realize this now. That if you grow yourself, that you become a billionaire in what you're saying and what you're doing. So you must understand straight away that no matter what, that money has no value. So never work for money. But legacy has a lot of value. Apparently, legacy always has a lot of value. Apparently, what did Jesus Christ leave behind? Apparently, Jesus Christ left behind a legacy. Apparently, it's worth more than money. I hope that changes your viewpoint. I mean, in a sense, so make sure you understand that many people are owning real estate these days. And apparently, Grant Cardone has over 8,000 units for himself. I mean, big deal. I mean, that's his units. But that has nothing to do with me. Or that's selfish. Or how much units does Jesus Christ have? 0. Or Jesus Christ has 0 to his name inside of units. Or what does Jesus Christ say here? Or Jesus Christ says, never own the world you live in. I mean, you understand? Or everything's given. I mean, everything is given in this lifetime. So Jesus Christ told you today, never own real estate. I mean, understand? Apparently now, make sure you understand that if you own real estate, then it's never yours, really. Or it's just there to help somebody else. So that's what Grant Cardone is doing. And what Grant Cardone is doing, really, is he has 8,000 units for himself to make money so that he can feast upon having 10x growth cons, which is an event these days that he makes, a big event for his money. And it's one time a year. One time a year. I mean, is that it? I mean, but he, all year round, markets the event. So he makes a one-time event every single year. I mean, but he has a jet. And he has the helicopters. I mean, and he's renting it. Apparently he's all renting it. Apparently he's renting the real estate he has. But the thing is, he rents it out to other people. And now it's an asset. I mean, in a sense, so what can you rent out of your apartment today to give to somebody else to make some money? Apparently real estate is the number one way. But the thing is, you must understand that as Jesus Christ says, you shall never inherit this kingdom of earth. Apparently there's something better than the world earth. Apparently there's something better than this world. So what you do with Jesus Christ's remarks here is Jesus Christ says you're just here to pass by, just to see and to say hello to people, and that's it. And we're going somewhere better. Understand? I mean, money never defines who you are. But a lot of women these days believe that money defines you. So, here, to you women out there who believe that money defines you. Actually, money never defines you. And I have nothing against women. I love women. But the thing is that these women around me seek money. And they never seek my heart. They never want my heart. They want money. And here's to you. Because I have something better than you. I never need a woman that wants my money. I never need a woman like that. I need a woman who wants me for who I am. I never want a woman who wants my money. I mean, in a sense, so if a woman has a problem with you, it's because either your looks or the money you have in your pocket. I never want to be around a family that wants my money. I want to be around a family who wants me, personally. So if I ever met a woman and she brings me home to her brother and sister and family, and her dad goes, what do you do for work? I say, personally, I do life coaching and music production, but I do this to get some money on the side. And he may go to his daughter and say, hey, he just makes this amount of money. I mean, you can find somebody better. Because no matter how much money I make, some people are just never ever going to accept me for who I am. I mean, in a sense, so if I make $30,000 a year and I go to a family of people who I want to join as a family member, and they say to the girlfriend of my life to never choose me because of my $30,000 a year, and she agrees, apparently that family never deserves me. Apparently who deserves me is the people in my life who want me around. And never my money. Apparently money is never the sole entity that you should be working for. Because you never work for money, you work for a legacy. I mean, you understand? Plenty of my friends from the past are working for legacy. I mean, they're working for money. They're working for scrap change, and they're working for no value. They're spinning wheels like a rat in a laboratory, working for nothing. I understand? I'm working for something in this video. I'm not working for nothing, because every single time I do something, I'm honest with who I am. I'm a man of integrity. I'm a man of my word. So you have to be a man of your word. You have to be a woman of your word. So I understand many people never watch me, but they never deserve me. They never deserve my content. If you never watch this video, or if you never watch my next words, then you never deserve it. And that's it. But if you never want to watch me, you never have to. I'm never forcing you to. Or Jesus Christ as well is never forcing you to follow the 10 Commandments of God. Or that's your choice. Or everybody has an option. But if you never follow the 10 Commandments of God, I promise you that either death will happen in your life very fast, or you go to prison. I promise you. Or somebody else will kill you. I promise you. It's really quick. I promise you, what you need to realize about life is stay sober as much as you can, and make sure you never ever own gold, and never own silver, and never own real estate. And now, what do you do if you have to work a 9-to-5 job? Well, Jesus Christ says work a 9-to-5 job. I mean, Jesus Christ tells you personally, work a 9-to-5 job. Just to live, I mean, just to go by is more than enough. I mean, you understand? Oh, but Danny, what if I only ever stay in Germany all my life? Or actually stay in Germany, because guess what? Jesus Christ stayed in Israel all his life. I mean, Jesus Christ never visited other countries. I mean, Jesus Christ was only ever in Israel. I mean, do you understand? So visit your country and travel your country, because you live close by to your country. Oh, but Danny, how about going for a holiday? I mean, listen to me. There's no such thing as a holiday. I mean, I'm never on holidays. I mean, there's no day in life that I have a holiday. I'm always working. And what am I doing? I'm doing my legacy. I mean, work on your legacy while you're actually traveling. I'm never poor. I have money. I have health. I have Jesus Christ in my lifestyle. But the thing is, every single day, that if a woman never wants me in life, they never deserve me. And that's it. I never need a woman. I never need a woman. I never need kids in this lifetime if a woman never wants to give me kids. And that's it. I have a peaceful life, regardless. I never need to go around fucking women. I mean, I never need to do that. I never need to go around having phone sex with women. I mean, that never interests me. But what interests me, personally, is my music that I produce. And life coaching that I produce. I'm just here to go by life, to say hello. This is Danny Milivojevic. And guess what? I hope you enjoy my videos. I hope you enjoy my music. And check it out in my YouTube channel. And I have all my soundtracks in my YouTube channel. And they're titled Music Soundtracks Album 2020, Album, and 2021, and also 2019. And 2016. I mean, in a sense, so make sure to go and check it out. But no matter what, I'm learning very quickly about living Jesus Christ lifestyle. And people are saying, Bitcoin and gold and silver, and what happens if Bitcoin goes up? I mean, Bitcoin's going up. I mean, Bitcoin's going up. I mean, big deal. I promise you, they're still going to tax you, even if you have Bitcoin. I promise you, the more Bitcoin you have, the more they tax you as well. And it's going to be the same tax laws. But the banks are never going to print money anymore. I mean, you understand? So that's a good thing. And it's a good thing that, it's a good thing that the world's going into crypto market. I mean, it's a good thing. But what's the next step after that? Well, the next step is there's not going to be a stock market anymore. Because why? Because Jesus Christ said, you shall never own this world. I mean, what are you going to do with 10,000 Bitcoins in your pocket? I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, why do you need so much money? I mean, how much is so much money? I mean, why do you need so much money anyway? I mean, you must understand that it's never about how much money you have in your pocket. I can say it's much more about how much of a legacy do you have in this life. I promise you, I've met a lot of people in this lifetime who have a lot of money but have no legacy. I mean, I promise you, they have no legacy. I promise you, I see them so much in this lifetime. I mean, so every single day you must understand that Jesus Christ works for God. So if you work for God, you shall have prosperity and you shall have everything. So never work for money, guys. I mean, money is never the sole proprietor of anything. I mean, I have a doctor. And he works just like everybody else. And even though he's a doctor and he makes 100,000 a year or something like that, I mean, he still has to work a 9-to-5 job for no value. But she works for no value, mate. I mean, even though he has $100,000 a year, he's working 52 weeks of the year. I mean, he has no holiday. And there is no such thing as a holiday. I mean, now, guess what? He may have a retirement fund where he gets out away from, he gets away from work and he retires on his money. But where's his legacy? I mean, does he have a legacy? I promise he has no YouTube account. Or he has no social media. I mean, he just threads away really quickly. I mean, Danny's going to be here. I mean, I have a whole profile of information. I'm just 29 years of age, and I'm doing more YouTube videos. There's much more going on in my life, and I'm going to be doing a lot more videos. I mean, because I enjoy doing this. And what am I leaving behind? Just like Jesus Christ. I'm living a great legacy of my life, and that's it. Who's the greatest legacy in life? It's Jesus Christ. All you have to do now is follow Jesus Christ to become great. I mean, understand? Because if you never follow Jesus Christ, then how are you going to ever become Jesus Christ? I mean, understand? So every single day, I'm much more like Jesus Christ every single day. So make sure you understand now that you never own stocks, never own Bitcoin, never own crypto market, never do Bitcoin mining, and never hold gold and silver or Ethereum. That's all bullshit. You understand? That's all zero value. Bitcoin is zero value. Even though it says 60,000 bucks, that's going to become zero value very soon. And all people have to do is make a free world. So there's going to be a free world going on. And people are going to start becoming vegans much more often in the world. And why is that? Because more people in the planet means less animals. And what happens when there's no more meat to eat? Now, guess what happens? The world becomes vegan. The world becomes vegan when there's no more animals to eat anymore. Because every single day, for every one person that dies, 3 people are born. I mean, do you understand me? And that means extra stock in terms of livestock are being killed. So you must understand that it's a world problem. It's a world problem that people are eating meat because they grew up eating what other people are eating. I'm a vegan. So guess what? I mean, you must understand that eventually what's going to happen in the world is people become more vegan and they're going to make sure that animals never go extinct. I understand birds will be around, always. But chickens and cows and pigs can go extinct in this lifetime. Whales and tigers are going extinct, and so are crocodiles. Unfortunately, humans are killing tigers and whales and crocodiles to get the skin, to get the leather, and to eat as well. I mean, and that's a problem because that's what they're doing. And you must understand that if you want to grow yourself, then please become a vegan. And all you have to do is substitute food with food and learn some nutrition and learn what to eat. I'm so proud of myself that I'm a vegan. I mean, understand, because I'm doing a great job. But I grew up as a meat eater. But it's no fun for me to eat meat anymore. I never want to kill livestock to eat their meat. Because those are my friends. Because animals are my friends. I mean, you understand? So the whole point right now is learn this. That eventually there's not going to be a Bitcoin market anymore. Because there's not going to be a stock market anymore. Because there's not going to be no such thing as Bitcoin in your era. Because guess what? Because right now in 2021, there is a thing called Bitcoin and crypto market. But in your time, no. Because in your time, it's a free world. Because there's a free world coming on in your time. Because in your time, real estate's for free. And you can live in real estate for free anywhere in the world. And all you have to do is subscribe, and that's it. Because all you have to do is call them up, and then you have free accommodation everywhere. And it's going to be always free accommodation for everybody. And it's going to be free transport for everybody, and free type of living for everybody. And that's a solution. Because the solution is free living. So, Danny, what happens now that I have to work while other people get a holiday? Because nobody's on a holiday. But even though they may say it's on a holiday. Because nobody is on a holiday, really. I mean, you understand? But some people, you must understand that some people are on a holiday. The thing is that we're never looking at a holiday here. We're looking to become a great legacy. So you must understand that, yes, you may have to work while somebody else goes on a trip somewhere. But the thing is, you have free accommodation and you have free living. It's for free. So all you have to do is rock up to your 9-to-5 job and work just like everybody else. But it's a free world. I mean, you can leave any time. I mean, you can leave your job any time. I mean, you understand? But there's going to be some obligations going on. And what's going to happen is you only get free accommodation if you work. I mean, you understand? I mean, you only get the free world if you work the 9-to-5. I mean, if you have no 9-to-5 job, then it's going to be free living, of course. And it's going to be free living for everybody. And everybody's going to be living for free. But at a certain age, you have to work. And everything's going on just like today. But how about tax, Danny? I mean, how about tax? Well, the tax is your time. And the tax of your life is going to be your time. And how you give taxes is your time. You have to give time. So you still have to meet obligations. And you still have to work just like everybody else. But it's going to be a free world. And that's it. For now, how about if you want to go for a trip somewhere? For you can go for a trip. For you can go for a trip. I mean, you understand? But more robots are being built today. I mean, you understand? I mean, more machines are going to be built in your time. And that's going to work for us. I mean, understand? So the more robots we have, the better. And all these robots are going to work, and they're going to deliver your content, and they're going to deliver the food that you eat. And they're going to drive cars, and electronic cars are going to be all over the place. And electric planes and everything is going to be by robots driving. And robots are going to be driving us. And robots are working for us. I mean, in a sense, so that's in your time. And that's a great era. I mean, in a sense. But what's going to happen is Danny Milivojevic is again on top. And guess what's going to happen? You need to build your legacy now. Because in your time, there's going to be 50 billion people and more. And guess what? Right now, there's 7.8 billion people. But in your time, there's going to be 1 trillion people. I mean, 1 trillion people in the world. And guess what? We're flying into another space. I mean, we're going to go flying with rockets across other fucking worlds. I mean, understand? Because there's going to be too much people in the world. I mean, you understand? So, guess what? Probably the world's evolving. But you heard it here first. Probably you heard me say it first. Probably it's going to be a free world and no stock market. I mean, Bitcoin is worth 0. Probably Jesus Christ tells you that Bitcoin is worth 0 in the world. Probably what's worth everything is your legacy. So if you leave a legacy behind, and you go and talk to yourself to grow and learn and study something for yourself to grow, it's the best occasion for you. So I hope my video is working. I hope my audio is working in the video, because before I was speaking before for about an hour and 16 minutes and there was no audio. So I hope that you guys can hear me now. I hope so. Otherwise, 1 hour and 5 minutes of my life has gone to waste. So every single day, guys, I'm learning, I'm growing myself, and I'm helping myself to explain something. So no matter what, you guys out there, I hope that you enjoy your life and make sure that you are free. I mean, make sure you understand straight away that you're doing the best job you can and learning very quickly about how to grow. And that's it. Guys, I'll see you guys in the next video.